Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to discuss about the UK visa, which is a new visa introduced by the UK government, and it will be starting from January 2021. Also called point-based system, PBS visa, and skilled worker route visa. So this is a new visa which is introduced for both EU and non-EU people. And before EU people, before Brexit, they could just come and work here. They did not need any visa. But now, even for the European and non-European, this is one single visa which is being introduced by UK government. So hook on this video if you are looking to work in UK or maybe migrate to UK sometime if you want to, then hook on this video. So anyone who wants to work in UK, they have to meet some specific requirements, and for those, if they get fulfilled, you will gain some points, and if you have sufficient points, then you will be granted visa. And just to make a very important note here, because this confuses many people, that UK point-based system is not at all like Canada or Australia. So you guys must be already aware, for Canada and Australia, if people go for the permanent resident, they have to put some points, get the English language, master's degrees, their age group, and they get some points. But there, the job category, the job sponsorship is not necessary while you are applying. You can just take that visa and then you can apply for job. But UK point-based system is not like that. It is just as a work permit for the UK, so don't get confused. You have to have a job. So the points I was talking about, I will show you the details for that, how you can get those points. The points is like 70 points you need to make a total of. But it's mainly like you should have a sponsorship. As in, some company here should sponsor you a job. So that sponsorship letter, that sponsorship gives you some points. If that job is in shortage occupation in UK, then you'll get some points. English language proficiency, then you'll get some 10 points. If you have a PhD, then you'll get points. So in total, you have to make 70 points. But there are some tradable categories in here and some not. And if you get this visa and you stay for 5 years, then obviously then you are eligible to be a UK resident, which is called like ILR, which is indefinite leave to remain. But then for that, you have to live around 5 years in UK. On this visa.
So I have opened gov.uk, which is gov.uk, and there under UK visas and immigration, I've got this promotional material, which is for the introduction to the employers, discussing about the point-based system. So if you go down, then for the skilled workers, they have specifically mentioned what I've already told, a job offer at the RQF level 3 or above, and speak English in a required standard. Also, the minimum salary threshold 25,600 or the going rate for that occupation. In case it's less than 20,480 pounds, then you should have either a job offer in specific shortage occupation, or a PhD relevant to the job, or a PhD in the STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. So I'll just show you how the 70 point segregation is there. So if you see, the above three things are mandatory: sponsor, skill level, and English. These are the mandatory, and they count up to 50 points. But for the salary, there are tradable options. If your salary is a bit lower, then you can have either job in shortage occupation to get 20 points, or maybe PhD in relevant subject or STEM. So ultimately, you need 70 points total to be eligible for the point-based visa. If you want to check the qualification levels, what they mean, then they have also given that details. There are 9 qualification levels. They have given that details as well in the gov.uk website. So just refer to that.
Okay, so coming on to the point-based visa, actually this is replacing the current tier 2 general visa, which used to get by UK government for any skilled worker if they want to come. So for that, but there are some differences, like I'll just general tier 2, there were many things, and point-based system. So for tier 2 general, there was only non-EU people applying, but for here point-based system, there will be EU as well as non-EU. Also, the skill level used to be quite high here. They have defined that skill level in their government things. So that used to be quite high here. But here, even from graduate to skill level, even if you have RQF level 3, then those you can search, you can get the levels of the different categories of job. Even those are allowed. And here there was a cap, like the sponsors could only do some minimum amount of number of visas per month or so. There was a cap here, but here there is no cap. So this is good. Plus for tier 2 general, the salary used to be, the minimum salary used to be around 30,000 pounds per year. But for point-based system, the minimum salary has now become 25k GBP per year. And even if you are going to get 20,000 pounds, suppose it's lower than 25,000, then if you have a PhD, then that can be balanced. So those points you can get from the PhD if your salary is not meeting to 25,000 pounds. So those sorts of things are there. Also for tier 2 general, I think because they are replacing them, so there is a very good news with tier 2 general that they have just removed the salary threshold for any settlement visas now on tier 2 general. It was, I think for next year, it was around 35,000 or 36,000 minimum salary to apply for ILR. So that's being removed by the government. Also on tier 2 general, you could only stay for 6 years in the UK. So even that thing is being removed. Now there's no limit as to how much you can stay. But for point-based system, they have revealed this information right now. And so last difference which I forgot to mention you about the tier 2 general and point-based is that there used to be a resident labor test here. So resident labor test is nothing but the sponsors or the companies were told that you have to put advertisements in job websites in the UK and try to find some resident working for that job. And if they are not able to get that within a month or so, then they can just make that vacancy that they will hire it from some other country. So that labor test was mandatory before for tier 2 general. But for point-based, there is no resident labor test. So if there is any skill requirement, companies can just interview candidates and sponsor them the visa. And yeah, so coming on to the important part, many of my friends are on ICT visa. So ICT is nothing but Intra Company Transfer visa. So if your company needs you to locate into some client site or maybe work in some other country in the same company but on the different location, then they used to have this Intra Company Transfer visa. And they had got a good salary thing as well, the minimum salary threshold. But the problem before was that if they leave UK, then their cooling period used to be there for 12 months. Like a 12-month cooling period has to be served. After 12 months, they can re-enter UK. So the good news is that that cooling off is removed. Rather, the people can hold their ICT visa for 5 years in 6-year rolling period, and for 10 years, for 9 years in 10-year rolling period. So this 9 years in 10-year rolling period is for highly paid skilled workers, which is beyond 73,000 pounds. So they have defined that. But it's a good news that there is not immediate cooling period if you leave UK or something. And the second thing is that now, because this cooling period is not there, then in that case, even the ICT visa, people can apply for the point-based visa. Before, they were not able, they cannot switch into tier 2 general without serving their cooling period. But now they can go for the point-based visa or skilled worker visa if they get some sponsor here. So it's a big news. I think that's really welcoming from the government. So it should be good. But just to take it with a pinch of salt, I want to add one more important thing, that I read it that they will be charging around £1,000 per employee that they sponsor. So per employee they sponsor, they have to spend £1,000. And if they want to extend their visa by 6 months, then £500. Again, 1 year, then £1,000. And this money is apart from the visa fees and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know. They have not clearly given the cost of the visas and stuff, but it seems to be expensive. Anyway, if you have to hire someone outside your country, I think it becomes expensive. But yes, overall, good news for everyone, and we will welcome 2021 not only without coronavirus, I hope so, but also with new opportunities to work in United Kingdom. So thanks for watching, and do share this video with your friends who would want to settle in UK or maybe look forward to work in UK. Like, share, and definitely subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye bye.